So if you clicked on this, probably to some degree, you care about what people think. Maybe a little bit too much, right? You care about what people think so much that sometimes in your life, you're actually living inauthentically. You're doing things for the sake of what other people might think, rather than what you truly feel like doing in that moment. I got a bit of a quick video for you here to just help solve this problem. Life is very simple. It can be whatever you want it to be, right? It can be black and white. If it's complicated, it's because you're making it complicated. If it's simple, it's because you're making it simple. Reality and whatever you're living through right now is all a construct of your own beliefs and your own mind. So if you think, yeah, but it's not that simple because I have social anxiety, or I'm insecure about this, or this bothers me, so that's why I can't live the way I really want to live, because what if people laugh at me? But I've had so many guys message me about their YouTube channels when they first start their channel, bro. I had people that I've met in person, they're like, oh, I would love to do YouTube, when I tell them what I do. And I'm like, why? What's stopping you? Why are you not doing it? You know, or I've had coaching clients before that I've worked with, and they said their main goal was to do YouTube, or to try this business, or to try this, or to try that. And I say, why haven't you started it? Well, you know, quite honestly, I'm scared of what my high school friends are gonna think, or this guy on Instagram was laughing at me. And I just think, bro, you know what? It fits the beautiful nature scenery in the background. You have one life in this physical body, okay? In this physical body is your identity that you're currently known as. Whatever your name is, that's who you are, right? That's your ego, that's how you perceive yourself. However old you are, where you're from, your name, you're in this physical body, this shell, once. And you have so much potential that the universe or God or whatever you believe in has given you to exercise and to explore. And if you decide that you have things that you want to do with this one physical reality, but then you're not going to do them because of what other person who's living his own separate, unique physical reality is going to think of you in your physical reality, that's quite foolish to do, don't you think? You're going to die one day. Do you understand that? This physical reality is going to be finished. It's going to be over. You're no longer going to exist. And you're going to live every single day, your entire life, caring what people think. It's not even like they're saying it to you, just what they think. Is that it? Even if it goes as far as they say it to you and they laugh at you and they make a mockery of you, does it really matter? Why? Why does it matter so much? Because they laughed at me and it doesn't feel nice. That's the end result of it all. It doesn't feel nice. Are they making any difference to your physical life at all on a day-to-day basis when you're walking down the street? Are you in danger? Are they threatening to kill you? Have you got death threats? If not, it's probably not that bad. And even if it is, the likelihood of these things happening is so low, you'll be fine. Just crack on. Do you know the amount of death threats I get on the internet, bro? It's ridiculous. Like, this just hate me for no reason. Random people I've never even spoke to before. I get a lot of love and I get a lot of hate as well. And it's just part of the game. But the reason I keep doing it is because I'm living life the way I want to live it. I want to do this. I want to do these things. I want to help people. I want to put myself on social media. So regardless of what someone else thinks, that's their physical reality and their opinions. It doesn't make any difference to how I live my life and how I want to live it. And even if it did, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst case scenario? I get a death threat. And then what? Someone shows up to me physically. And then what? Well then, cool. If it's a physical threat, you can just deal with it then. It's not a problem. So the thing is, life is very simple. It's very black and white. That's how I like to look at it, right? You have two options. Either you live life the way you think everyone else wants you to live it, and you conform and you try and fit in and you do what everyone else thinks is cool and you do what everyone else wants you to do. You go to university because your parents tell you to, even though you think deep down, I don't really like university. I kind of want to make my own money and be my own boss. But because your parents think so and all your mates are going, oh, well, okay, I'll go to uni too then, because I don't want to be the outcast. I don't want to be the weirdo. That's one option. You just do what everyone else thinks you should do and you just follow the crowd like a sheep. And I'm not trying to be like sigma male, alpha male bullshit, but bro, that's literally what you're doing. Because a lot of you have deep down desires and things that you want to do, goals that you want to achieve, life that you want to live, but you're just simply not doing them. And the only reason that you're not doing them is because of what other people think and because of what other people are telling you should do. That is the only reason. It's not that you don't believe in yourself. It's not that you can't do it. It's not that it's impossible. It's just because other people think you should be doing something different. Is it their life to live? No. Are the physical consequences that you're going to get by physically doing the actions that they're telling you to do going to impact them? No, they're not. You're the one that's going to have to go through it. You're the one that's going to have to wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror, be a fat shit because everyone else just drinks and vapes all day and you've just followed them. And now you've got to go to your normal job and make £9 an hour for working, slaving away for 12 hours straight. Then you got to come home and watch people on social media and just wish you had a different life. You're physically going through that, not the people that think you should. You're the one that's dealing with the consequences. So you have very simple two options here. You listen to everyone else, and then what? You end up being unhappy because you're living a life that you don't want to live, that's inauthentic to what you truly want. So the result of that action, because the law of cause and effect, right? We teach the laws of the universe in my school of life. You can find that down below. We teach all laws of the universe, how to make money, mindset, health, everything you need to know about just living a good life, basically. True to yourself. We teach that in my school. You can join today for a discounted price. You can find it in the bio or in the comments or in the description, right? Highly recommend you do that if you are serious about living a good life this year. So you end up unhappy. The law of cause and effect, you do a certain action, it leads to a certain result, and this result is you're unhappy because you're living a life that you don't want to live. But you're living it because you want to fit in and because you don't want to bear being a social outcast for a little bit while you do something different, while you try something different. People only hate you when you're trying to do something new and you're not made it yet. When you've made it and you're rich and you've got money, trust me, people change all of the time. I've had people from high school that used to hate on me when I started this shit, and now they see me making money and they message me saying, hey bro, how are you? Hope you're all right. Fuck off, dickhead. So people only hate you because you're trying something that they don't have the confidence to try. They want to follow the crowd because they're not confident enough to do anything different. That's why they're hating on you. That's why they make you feel like a social outcast. And even if it's a different reason, who gives a shit? The very fact that they're putting out negative energy towards another person says a lot about them, not about you. And no matter what you choose to do, you're going to get hate. You're going to get someone that disagrees with you. You're going to get someone that has a negative opinion on what you're doing. So why does it matter anyway? So that's one option, which leads to unhappiness. The second option, again, very simple, is you go against the grain and you live life exactly how you want to live it. I'm talking from very minor details. You walk the way you want to walk. You dress the way you want to dress. You speak the way you want to speak. You say what you want to say. Fuck everyone else. You make the money you want to make. You work where you want to work. You live where you want to live. Everything, for every minor detail to every major detail. You with the women you want to be with. Fuck what anyone else thinks. Right? Everything is your life. You've created your own and molded your own reality to exactly what you want it to be. That's the second option. You go and do that. You go and pursue that. And I can help you to do that with my School of Life down below. Or you can just join my free Telegram, whatever. Just find some way of extracting that kind of information so you can live that kind of life that you actually want to live deep down. Because if you were to be honest with yourself right now and ask yourself, is this life that I'm living right now, is it true to myself? Like deeply true? Or am I living some part of it, even if it's the way I go to the gym or the way I live my life in terms of business? There's got to be some part of your life right now that is not true to yourself. And if you delved deep into why it is, it's because of what other people think. You have to find those things and you have to chip away at them and get them out of your life. Because the second option is you live life the way you want to live it, you do everything you want to do, and you're happy and proud and fulfilled because you're living life in this physical reality that you get exactly how you pictured it and exactly how you want. You have this image in your head of who you want to be, how you want to live, and you're living it. Every single day you get to wake up and look in the mirror and feel proud of yourself. That's the second choice. The only negative that comes with that, because there's no light without dark, every positive has a negative, etc. The only negative that comes with that is that there's going to be some people who you probably don't ever want to live like anyway. You don't even respect these people, so I don't know why you're taking their opinion in so deeply and allowing it to hurt your ego. You don't even like these people. Why do you care what they say? They're broke. They have no money in the bank account. They're bums. They stink. They don't even shower. They have no hygiene. They have no health understanding at all. They don't even live a good life. They don't even live a life that you'd want to live, and you're taking their opinions and allowing it to affect you and allowing it to literally dictate how you live your one life. Some people are going to hate on you for that. Some people are going to be negative towards you. Some people are going to try and drag you down and put you back in the box where you belong with all the other sheep. Some people are going to try and do that to you. It's your choice whether you let them or you just keep going. You keep laughing at them and kill them off with more success. It's completely up to you. When I started my YouTube channel, the main problem that I faced was not that I couldn't do it, because I've always been a good speaker in terms of the way I articulate my ideas and get them out to the world. I've always been confident and charismatic. I say that ironically, stutter on the word, but I've always been quite expressive in terms of the way I give information out to the camera, right? I've had to practice it, of course. It's never been perfect. But when I first started my channel, the only thing that was holding me back from truly committing to it was that I was scared of hate comments. And I was scared of people misunderstanding my message and misunderstanding me as a person. And I was scared of people not liking what I was doing. And I think back to it now, and I think now I've got everything that I could ever want materialistic wise. And I'm not even a materialistic person, but it's just fun to play the external ego game that everyone else plays and make all the money, get all the women, have the nice house. It's fun to do that just because everyone else does it and it's fun to flex on them. But even though I've got all of these things now, and I sit and look in hindsight and I think, what a waste of emotional energy. Why was I ever living my life in any way that was dictated by anybody else ever? It's so stupid. So now I'm very almost extreme with it. I'll be like, if someone tells me, no, you shouldn't be doing that, I want to do it even more just because this random person's told me I shouldn't. But the way I live my life is very simple. What physical reality do I want to experience? What do I want to do in my life? How do I want to talk? Who do I want to be? How do I want to walk? All of these things. Who do I want to be? What do I want to live like? What do I want to experience in this one life that I get? If it's true to what I feel like I want in that present moment, because of course that changes as time goes on, you might want different things, that's fine. But in the moment, if you're living as true to what you think you want, then fuck what anyone else says, because it doesn't make a difference. And either way, you're going to end up unhappy if you keep following what other people want of you. You have to be relentless. You got to be unapologetic. You got to be fucking just straight to whatever it is you want without any second thought, no hesitation. Fuck everyone else. You got to live true to yourself, bro, because you're going to realize this sooner or later. I know it's difficult. I know it's like anxiety. I know it's stressful. I know it's scary sometimes to go against the grain and be that guy or that woman that is standing out from the crowd. I get it. I understand why you haven't done it already. But you got to understand your alternative is even scarier. How fucking scary is it going to be when one day you wake up and you're a fat fuck and you can't even see your dick anymore and you're broke and you've got no money and you've got a shitty uni degree that doesn't even get you a high paying job because it's all a big scam. And you look at and you think, I could have lived a different life. I could have been that guy. And the only thing that stopped me is other people. You're going to fucking hate yourself. And that is a lot more painful than waking up and every now and then someone says, I don't like the way you live your lifestyle. I'm offended by the fact that you talk about how much money you make on the internet. Or I'm offended by the fact that you're not body positive and you tell people to go to the gym all the time, even though they should be happy with their own body. Fuck off if you're offended. Simple. That's the only bit of negativity that you're going to get if you live life true to yourself. Is some people might disagree with you. But if you're being authentic and honest, why does it matter? Because that's a natural part of life. You're always going to get someone that disagrees with you. Even if you pretend to be someone else and you live life the way everyone else wants you to live it, you're going to get people like me that look at you and think, the fuck are you doing, bro? There's always going to be some ounce of negativity, so you may as well just do what you want anyway. You understand? So just keep this in mind. I started a YouTube channel with nothing, no subscribers, no money, nothing going for me other than the fact that I was good with women and I had confidence and that was it. So I thought, right, I'm going to teach people how to be confident, live a healthy lifestyle. That was another thing. I used to run all the time and just eat really clean. And, I was always in good shape and looked after myself health-wise. I've always been a bit of a health freak. So, taught people how to do all of that shit. And that was it. Of course people would laugh at me. Of course people were like, what the fuck are you trying to be? Trying to be Andrew Tate? You trying to be Hamza? Of course they would. Because they don't see further than that. They just see what I'm doing right now. They don't see the vision. I did, and I just stuck to it. And because every single day I woke up and I just enjoyed what I was doing because I wanted to do it, and I ignored all the noise and all the distractions, that's why I'm here and you're listening to me today. That's why you're listening to me speak for 13 minutes straight with no edits, no dopamine other than the fucking nature videos in the background that every now and then they change. That's it. And you've just listened to me speak the whole way through. Ask yourself why. Because I stuck to what I wanted to do, and you can see that, you can sense that. It's very powerful and it's an energy of authority. I've met so many people in my life and they say to me, you have an authority about you. I can't put my finger on it. I met one of my mum's friends once. This was back in the day actually when I was still broke. So I wasn't even who I am today. Walking around and I like to have a good posture and just walk around with a bit of confidence. Do you know what I mean? I like to feel like, yeah, I'm the man, Why wouldn't I? So I met one of my mum's friends and she's an older lady, like in her 40s or something. One of the school mums. And I was just walking with my baby sister. And this lady came out of nowhere and she was like, oh, hi, oh my God, hi, like lady shit, screaming, whatever. Saw my mum, spoke to my mum, and then my mum introduced her to me. And she was like, oh, what's your name? And I just introduced myself. I spoke to her, how are you, blah, blah, blah. Do you live around here? Like just basic conversation. And the very fact that I could just hold the conversation and ask her questions about herself, just that alone, which most people can't fucking do at my age, which is embarrassing. And I'm not even saying this to be arrogant, but it's like, most 20-ish-year-olds that you meet cannot even speak to you properly. They're fucking awkward, bro. I try and do it in the sauna all the time. I'll speak to someone, like, all right, mate, how you doing? Yeah, looking at the fucking ceiling. Like, bro, I'm here, look at my eyes, do you know what I mean? Crazy, bro. But anyway, she said to me, "You've got a bit of authority about you, don't you?" Like in a complimentary kind of way, like in a positive way. She said it with a smile on her face. I was like, "What does that mean? Like, what do you what do you mean by that?" But I could tell it was a compliment. I was like, "Oh, that was nice." And ever since that day, I remembered that. That's how you've got to live. You've got to live as if you have authority over your own life. And everyone else is just an NPC. Everyone else is just a side character in your movie, in your life, right? Everyone else is revolving around you. I know it seems like a very big-headed and arrogant way of living, but the alternative is you just accept what everyone else wants of you, and you be humble and go and work your normal humble job. Don't flex about how much money you could be making. No, go and work your £9 an hour job, because I've done all that shit and it's not fun. I've worked for £9 an hour for 12 hours straight doing physical labor. I've done all of that. Trust me, it's not fun when you get paid £120 at the end of the day or some shit. It's like, it's the fucking point, bro. I can make that in like 3 seconds on a Bitcoin trade. It's crazy. So times really do change, but they only change if you commit to it fully. So just keep this in mind. My School of Life is down below if you want to come and join and surround yourself with positive people that believe in you and don't drag you down. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? And it literally makes it impossible for you to lose with whatever it is you're trying to dedicate yourself to. So that's an amazing place for you to join. I feel like that's the next step for you now moving forward, is to join my school, get yourself inside. It's a little over $1.60 a day, which you're probably going to spend on something. Much prefer to spend it on something that's going to give you a return on your investment. And it also breaks you free of that sheepish mindset that you keep finding yourself in. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.